Mr. GPS, you have a review of another show that's on Netflix. Please share.
I think now, what was I watching?
Bernie.
Oh yeah. Check out the Bernie Madoff series.
Yes.
The Monster of Wall Street.
Yes.
And of course, if you remember Bernie Madoff, he was the investor that defrauded, I would venture to say, maybe even millions of people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and how he did it was typically you would give an investor some money to put up away for your retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he takes your money and just starts spending it. Goes, buys lunch, goes and buys a house, a car, a boat, a plane, a train, some dinosaurs, whatever. I mean, just spending this money, spending. And you think that your money's growing, but you never really get to feel it. And when they send you a statement, apparently it was done on an Oki data printer. If y'all remember those
Oh my
printers,
God. Act 101. Yes.
The dot, what was it?
The
Dot
tabs you
printers?
had to tear off at the end.
Dot matrix with the perforated edges. Yes.
Well, they made up this software to make up these balance sheets. So you would think, okay, well, the stock price of Target was $52 a couple days ago. Well, I bought it at 26 a month. I'm at 52. It's obviously making money. Let me leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you keep thinking until you ask for distribution. Now he's going to say, well, look, he might throw out one or two here or there, but if you start asking him about your money too much, he's going to tell you, look, just get the hell out, don't come back, and that'll be it. Well, it wasn't until an investigator was hired to start researching this thing and see how it goes.
Right.
He got the help of a statistician to figure out, okay, how does this guy make money no matter what the hell happens? He's always out before the market goes down.
Yep.
He's always back in as the market starts to go up. Nobody has that kind of timing. Nobody.
Yep.
And they found out that, that's not how he was doing it. He had a whole nother thing going on. The SEC was alerted, and they, how they just kind of tripped over it. Now, mind you, he was friends with a lot of folks at the SEC, so that's kind of why this thing didn't get caught as quick as it should have. But you had folks that lost millions of dollars.
Bro, $65 billion officially is what people lost. Thousands to possibly millions of people. $65 billion.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think the number's way higher than that. Because at one point they had went to some accountants that worked for him. And at that time they were working on some kind of, it wasn't even a fund, or they were building up an investment for something.
Okay.
And they asked them how much did they have, and they looked at each other and said, what's it, about $441 million? But that was back in the 80s, $441 million.
Compound that.
Okay, now,
Whew.
if you had that kind of money right now, you would be pretty decent, right? They had that kind of money back then. $441 million.
Compound that shit with interest up to now, present day.
Please.
Bro.
You would own the royalty in England by now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Along with a few other countries.
You have your own private island. Shit. So now overall, what did you think of Madoff?
I mean, I gotta give the man the credit. It was a genius to come up with it and run it. But yeah, he was way wrong, because you done took folks' money that they've worked all their years for. It's not even like you gave them, like, well, some of the people made some money and they had to give up some money. They had to give up some of those profits.
Right.
But some of those folks lost a lot, man. I mean, I think one guy gave him $1 million in the shot, and that's all he had.
Damn.
What do you do when you're 70 years old and you're supposed to be living off of that money, and it's just not there?
Let me get your view, your ranking of from 0 to 5 stars for Madoff, the Monster of Wall Street. What do you give it?
I'm gonna definitely give it a 5.
Ooh, 5 stars out of 5.
I'm gonna definitely give it a 5 because number one, if you don't know anything about investing, you're gonna learn real quick what is not supposed to be, and then you will learn what it is supposed to be, and why they tell you to start saving your money early, and it shows you how people trust each other just because of this, and then they distrust this.
Yeah, buddy.
So
Okay, as a matter of fact, you got a 2023 version right now. Stan Bankman-Fried. Okay.
I didn't want to bring that up, man. It's just
why not?
It's called white privilege, man.
Ooh.
That's what it's called because they believed everything that man said, man, and that man was
everything.
That man was screwing them over since day one. Nobody was like, maybe I should do some research to see where my money's going at. He would tell them stuff like, "Don't worry about it. I got it under control."
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's just good. That's what he kept saying. It's good. It's good. I mean, the worst thing about it, it's more of it going on now than it was back then in his time.
Yeah.
These cats are not getting punished at all, man. They're not getting any kind of punishment. It's just like, oh, I'm sorry I lost all your money.
Yeah, like that one that cryptocurrency that happened, and I mean, people like Tom Brady and his ex-wife got into that. They pumped money into that. What was it called? FTX, I believe. Something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Bro, that's the new Madoff thing now. That's the crypto version of this. I guess was it? Would you consider it like a hedge fund? Let me see. I think it was like a hedge fund thing that Madoff.
Well, it was actually built to be an index fund. Okay. But he took the money and started doing other things with it. He took the money and started buying things and investing it in personal ventures, and that's where the crime starts.
Yeah.
Okay. When you invest money for other people, you need to be able to show, oh, I sent the money over there. That investment is growing. The return's coming back over here, and then that money got kicked back to Cortez or Fitz or Chris, wherever the money was supposed to go. That's where it went. Correct. And I take a 1%, 2% cut off of everything that flows through here.
Exactly.
That's how it's supposed to go. He said, "Damn that! I'm taking it all right now." And peace.
It's just they're so bold about it, man.
Yeah.
They're very bold about it.
Well, one of the things you got to remember, even from Madoff, even when he was coming down the steps and they was escorting him out, he knew that by going to jail, that was really the safest place for him to be. Because he couldn't walk down any avenue going north or south in Manhattan. He couldn't walk east or west on any street in Manhattan, or Brooklyn, or Queens for that matter, without a sniper being on top of some building or coming out of some window to take you out. He knows this.
Yeah, I mean, and just to jump in here, like after his arrest in 2008, he left so many victims in his wake, including several that died by suicide or suspected suicide in the whole financial collapse. Now, he was sentenced to 150 years in prison for 11 felony charges. He died from natural causes in 2021 while in jail. So, just a little FYI for you. But man, we will definitely be watching that. Absolutely, 100%.